Welcome to UFC Fight Night 55, Sydney, Australia, for Friday, November 7, 2014. The main event is Rockhold versus Bisping, but we have a prelim fight that is going to be very exciting and explosive. This is a prediction video for a UFC fight on the Fight Pass. I'm Colonel Jack, this big dog Jimmy, and this is Colonel Jack's Destination. If you haven't already, subscribe to Colonel Jack's Destination for predictions and reenactments and other stuff for here on Colonel Jack's Destination with Colonel Jack and Big Dog Jimmy, my best friend. He's an awesome dog. Sometimes he can get a little crazy, and sometimes he's really cool. But anyways, so we have Aljamain Sterling, the Funk Master, versus Frankie Saenz. Sterling, the Funk Master Sterling, he is 10 and a perfect 0. He's never lost a MMA fight. I believe he's only had 2 fights so far in the UFC that I could find. So that means he had 8 already when he came in. So, but he is a very awesome athlete. So is Frankie Saenz. He is 9-2 in his MMA career. He is, when it comes down to the KO/TKO column, we have the 33% in favor of Frankie. 20% goes to Sterling, and with the more number, goes to Frankie. And then submission, it goes in favor of Sterling, the Funk Master, with 40%. Frankie has 22%. Then when you go over to decisions, it's very close when it goes to the judges. But you know what I say, and a lot of other people say, don't let it go to the judges. But Frankie has it 44%, and Sterling has it 40%. These guys are 1 inch height off of each other. Sterling, the Funk Master, is 5'7". Frankie is 5'6". Sterling comes in to this at 25 years old. Frankie is 9 years older at 34 years old. Frankie is from Arizona, and Sterling comes from Long Island, New York, and he's fighting out of New York. This is going to be a very awesome fight with these two guys. Frankie, Frankie is coming off of a win against Nolan Tickman. He is on a 5-fight winning streak. Big Dog Jimmy really likes that he's on a 5-fight winning streak. He's got 3 wins by KO, knockouts, you know what I mean, and then 2 submissions, 3 first-round finishes, had a 2-0 amateur record, so that Big Dog Jimmy thinks that we're going to have Frankie break Sterling's undefeated record and give him his first loss, but I don't think so. I think the undefeated Funk Master Sterling is going to win again. He's got 4 wins by submission, 2 by KO. He had a 6-1 amateur record, 3 first-round finishes, 2-time Division 3 All-American wrestler, had a 87-27 college wrestling record, which is very impressive. So I personally don't see this one getting out the first round. I think the Funk Master Sterling is going to win this one, and how I think he's going to win. He's going to get up. He's going to end up getting Frankie, and he's going to get him, and he's going to get him from behind. He's going to get him in the rear naked chokehold, and he's going to make Frankie tap out. But what does Big Dog Jimmy think is going to happen? Big Dog Jimmy thinks that Sterling is going to lose, and that Frankie is going to hit him with a flying knee. Oh man, knee hurts every time. So Big Dog Jimmy here believes that we're going to see Sterling lose his first fight, but I don't think so. I think we're going to see a rear naked chokehold, and that Frankie Saenz is going to have to tap out when the Funk Master gets him in the rear naked chokehold in the first round, and that's how it's going to go down. It's going to be a very fun and exciting fight. You all right over there, Big Dog Jimmy? I didn't choke you out too much now, did I? No. All right. So maybe I'll choke you harder next time. Watch those flying knees there. It would be a very interesting and exciting fight. It is at the moment scheduled to be the first fight on the prelims, but it could change there was another fight that they were scheduling, and I'm not sure whether it's going to happen because when we're at the makeup pit where you can pick them in the fantasy, the fight's still there, but then on the card, it doesn't show it. So I don't know whether, I'm kind of confused whether that next fight that I'm going to be doing is going to happen or not. But anyway, subscribe to Colonel Jack's Destination. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're going to go with the Funk Master Sterling or you're going to go with Frankie Saenz. You think Big Dog Jimmy has the right with the flying knee from Frankie, or do I have a right with the Funk Master Sterling winning it? Time to get funky.